shit. So you said you wanted to be a dental hygienist?
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to, that's what I'm aiming for. Like, low key, like, school, I don't want to say school is forced on me, but like, you know, like, my dad's a doctor and my mom's a nurse.
Oh,
so
really?
it's like, yeah, I'm forced to like do something.
And
so,
it's very medical too.
Yeah. I like grew into this idea that it's like, if I'm forced, not forced to be here, but you know, like, I gotta do something. If I'm gonna be here, and you know, like, for where I'm at, I don't know if it's all in Connecticut, but right out of high school, like, if you go to community, it's free.
Oh, really?
For 2 years, yeah.
That's
so
far.
that's how long it takes to get your associate. So if I do, you know, good and whatever, like, I'm not trying to worry about money in life. Like, I'm trying to make sure, like, I'm stable. Like, I'm trying to get a good job, or you know, if music goes off, then it's like, you know, but I want to make sure that I'm straight.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about, is how does this conflict with, you know, rap and music and creativity?
Right, it gets in the way sometimes. I used to, like, do stuff in school. Like, I used to, like, when I was working in high school, like, I made, like, certain beats and stuff in school just so I could record on it when I had time, when I got home, like, late from work.
Where in school? Like in the bathroom?
No, in class.
In class?
In class.
Nobody
yeah.
caught you?
It's not like the teachers cared. Like, I had chill teachers, you know what I mean? Like, finish your work. You know, like, they're more lenient on seniors, so I finished my work and you just have the rest of the class to do. And it was like the end of the year too.
Yeah.
Like, I made the beat of Bruce Banner in class.
Deadass.
In my after my history test, I literally made it in class, and then like I recorded on it the same night I got home.
Bro, that vibe of like end of high school, senior year, that senior writers vibe is just like, I feel you. I see why you did that. Bro.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's how you got into the technical side of music creation? Is that last year of high school, last semester?
I was always making beats. Like, got into music production, I want to say maybe like 6th grade. Like, I just, you know, was curious and to learn, and you know, I never felt comfortable with putting stuff out. Like, I was always like insecure about that. Like, I didn't really start putting stuff out for real, like this past run. But like before that, I was really just dropping like once a year, like, you know, like
just here and there,
here and there. You know what I mean?
Sprinkle it in.
Yeah, and my friends would always tell me, "Yo, drop more." And like certain songs, I'd be like, "Damn, I wish I dropped it." Other songs, it's like, I'm glad I didn't, because it's, you know what I'm saying?
Like
it's
what?
Yeah, it's really just it's just a progress. But you know, like, you know, as of recently, it's just wake up and like you get on FL and just mess around. You know what I mean?
First thing in the morning?
Yeah, but I'll get up, like, you know, I'll take my, you know, morning shower, my morning routine, and then it's just straight to the basement and just cook up a beat or something.
So you wouldn't say that you wake up, brush your teeth, and burn your damn lungs?
No.
So that was cap.
That was cap rap. That was cap rap. I don't smoke or anything, you know.
Oh, really?
Nah. Like, you know, some of my friends do, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like, my dad wouldn't play that, like, at all or anything. But, you know, I just be vibing for real. You know, that's really how I take it day by day. Just wake up, see what we can make today. You know?
That's pretty rare in the rap scene, especially, or the creative scene, is sobriety. Are you like totally sober, or just no smoke?
Oh yeah, I'm fully sober. I don't do anything.
Yeah, me too. So how do you feel like that conflicts with the community, who that's often, you know, uses substances to, you know, whatever?
Well, you know, my friends do it.
Yeah.
So, well, not all of them, but you know, I know
Some
people
of them,
who do. You know, so it's like, if I can make something that vibes with them, I know, and none of them even listen like to mainly underground. So if they mess with it, and they're true, like, they'll tell me, "Yo, this ain't it," or "This is like a banger." You know what I'm saying? So if I know it messes with them, I know, like, mess with, like, you know,
everybody,
a full community.
They're like the test group.
Yeah, not even a test group. It's just like, you know, it's not really good to have yes men around. So we have people that will really genuinely, like, "Yo, this is it." Da, da, da. Like, it helps. You know what I mean?
Now, you mentioned your home studio in your basement. Can you tell me how you built that, about that?
Man, my dad, shout out to my dad, man. Like, from day one, he, you know, it takes a while to support. I don't ever tell him that, but it takes a while to, like, you know, support, like, what's going on. You know what I mean? It's really, like, show me something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how I feel like it is for, like, a lot of people, even people who've made it. You know what I mean? Not everybody believes in the vision at first, but, you know, with time, you know, he'll see and he'll hear beats and stuff. Like, my dad, I don't think my dad even knew I was recording music. Like, he just thought I was just mainly making beats.
Okay.
Yeah, because 6th grade, I don't know if you know what a launch pad is. It's like a little thing where you press buttons. Yeah. So in 6th grade, I seen one of those, and I was like, "Yo, I want that." And like, you know, like I think it was like my end of the year like 6th grade gift. Like he was like, here's a launch.
Oh, really?
And it came with like the program Ableton, and like for like a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years, like I was just learning. Like it became forget the launchpad. Like it just became the program. Like
Yeah, just
what
Ableton.
is this? Yeah, like, you know. And I downloaded like drum kits and stuff. And each year, like he would see like my progress on beats. And like for Christmas, I'll get something to add to the studio, like, you know, speakers or like a new laptop, or you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
each year, with like all the years that went by, I've
So it was
managed
like a
to
level up kind of.
yeah, I managed to like build like something that I think low key, like my studio is pretty like complete now. Like as of recently, like, you know what I mean. Like now I feel like I don't think I would need anything else.
That's really like heartwarming that your dad has supported you like step by step, but you also have had to prove yourself and show product and show stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, besides your family, how do you feel like being from Bridgeport or being from CT in general? Do you feel like it has been supportive? Do you think it's helpful? Do you think it's a disadvantage?
It really depends, cause I feel like I have friends that are from Bridgeport. I'm really from Stratford. Like I'm from New York. And then when I was like, 9, I moved to Stratford. And then when I was around like maybe like 13, 14, I moved to Trumbull.
Okay.
So like, it depends on, because a lot of people just hate to hate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to like grow out of this idea where like to stop caring. You know what I mean? Like all those like earlier years of me like making beats and stuff, like sure, they were probably garbage when I started out, but like,
everyone's were.
Yeah, just the idea of like, why do I even care what they think?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And supportive or not, I just know to just keep going. You know what I mean? I keep that circle around me to, keep me going.
So you've got like an inner circle and you block out all the noise.
Yeah, I gotta, like these people are so close to me. I treat them all like, brothers and sisters, and like, like. Even my girl, like, very supportive, like, everything. Like, It's just, like, everything just falls in line to where I could just, like, focus and just not worry about anything else when I'm trying to focus on, the creative side of things.
Exactly. You got to have that supportive inner circle.
Yeah, for sure.
17 grown.
17 grown. I'm actually 19 on Tuesday.
Happy early birthday.
Appreciate you, man. That's why my hair is out right now. Usually, I got my braids with a do-rag, but,
Why do you never tie your do-rag? And follow-up question, does it ever blow off in the wind?
No. It doesn't blow off, man. That was just a joke one of my mans made for the video. But, I just stopped tying it because, like, when I used to have, like longer hair before I originally cut it off. You know what I mean? And it was just like, before I cut it off, like, my hair was damaged, so I started wearing the do-rag.
Mm-hmm.
And I never wanted to tie it because my hair was, like, so, like, thick. So I never wanted to tie it. And then, like, when I cut it off, I used to tie it so no one would yank it off. And then, like, I grew out of this idea that was, like, just tying it. Like, I just was, like, just left it untied.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I was at home, I never wanted, it was just too much pressure, so I just took it off.
Tell me if this is a reach, but it sounds like it's the same evolution that you made with your music, in that at first you were like, oh my God, people are going to judge me, I'm insecure, I'm concerned. That was when you had the do-rag tied.
Yeah.
And then you let go of what other people will think.
I never even cared, like, anymore after that. Like, my hair got to a certain length, I would just wear it untied.
Yeah.
Just let it be. It is kind of the same thing, I would think, yeah.
And now that you're kind of letting it be, letting yourself evolve and be your true self, what are your plans for 2026 moving forward?
Man, I got like crazy things. Like, I have this song that I'm treating as like the big red button. Mm-hmm. Like when it's time to drop that, with a video, and it's gonna go crazy. And I got, hopefully I am working on an album, but it's not even on something where it's like, oh, like, it's near done or whatever. Like, I'll make a song and I'll be like, oh, save that for the album. Like, I'll move it aside. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And with time, like, it'll grow and it'll be something where I know it's ready. I've had the idea of the album for a minute, but it just it's not time yet. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I gotta build first. Build with singles and stuff like that. And, eventually that's what it'll be. But definitely crazy drops and singles, and maybe even an EP for sure this year. Like
A lot of stuff planned.
yeah, for sure.
Now the Big Red Button song, you said it's gonna come with a video.
Oh, it has to. It has to. It has to. I treat my videos seriously now. You know, I've always treated them seriously.
Now they've always been.
I've always been serious for sure. Shout out, you know, I know Immature. You know, he started it off with videos for me, and you know, I started off with this song like all day. I don't really like that song now, but like just getting me comfortable with doing videos is really shout out to him for real. Like, you know, he's seen the vision from the jump. Him and Night XO. You know, ever since those early days with those vids and those songs, like I really like, you know, managed to take things like on a serious note. You know what I mean? And he's Immature is really giving me like great advice, like early on, like yo, just drop this. Da, da, da. He really helped me get over that hunch of like not dropping.
Yeah, he helped you untie the do rag.
Yeah. Him and Night for sure. Will, I don't know if you know Will X. He's like up in Boston.
19X.
Yeah. Him. He used to show love early on for sure, and told me like start dropping stuff for real. Like there was a song I had, and it really only dropped because he was messing with it. And a lot of other people mess with it too, but you know, it's really took people to be like, yo, drop this. Like, you know what I mean? JR, like a lot of people, you know, I'm glad it pushed me to where like I'll drop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop caring.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And going back to earlier about, you know, Bridgeport and CT, Knight is from Bridgeport. So it does show there is, you know, pockets of support and strength. Now, moving forward, your three biggest videos, let's start with Bruce Banner, you know, the Hulk Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
A lot of that video is what can you tell us just about, you know, there's like Chinese restaurants going on there, you know?
Shout out Brenna.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I said, I made that beat in class. And during that time, when I made the song, like I made the song like probably like a month before we even shot the video. Like, again, like I was really like BSing in high school. Like I was really like, I really wasn't even supposed to like graduate on time. Like the teacher, one of the teachers I had had him in Stratford, and they knew me since I was like a 4th grade kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they pretty much, he watched me like grow up. So when I went into his class and I was like, yo, is there any assignments I could do? Like because it was rehearsal for graduation. Like it was rehearsal before walking. It was like the day before I was supposed to graduate.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, I didn't pass it.
Yeah.
And I went up to him and I was like, yo, like, is there anything I can do? Missing something.
Like,
I'll get it done right now.
Yeah.
He was like, I've known you since 4th grade. Like, you're good. And he bumped my grade up so I could graduate.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, I had that song. I wasn't dropping because I had to focus on school, even though I wasn't. Even though I wasn't.
So what were you doing?
I was cooking up. Like,
okay.
I just use music as, like, an outlet for, like, any problems that I have, like, going on in the real world, or even just to just calm myself down. You know what I mean? Like, if a week goes by or if a couple days go by and I'm not making music or making a beat or something, like I just feel like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? So, you know, I made Bruce Banner. I was like, yo, this is going to be the first thing I do after I graduate. I hit up Brenna, you know, we set up a time. She messed with the vision for that song like early on. I sent her that one and like 2 other songs, and she was like, yo, Bruce Banner is the one. And, you know, I graduated the next day. We went up to Boston to shoot Bruce Banner.
So it was in Boston, Chinatown.
It was in Chinatown, yeah. You know, she had the whole vision for it. You know, we directed it. We followed her vision, and you know, it became a hit.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't expect it to be like that, but it was lit.
Yeah.
For sure.
And now Brenna also was working with you on R.I.P. And also this was filmed in Misfits, which is actually just down the street. Yeah.
Shout out Harry. I always used to go up there. You know, it's really a meeting spot for a lot of you know, this scene. Like, we usually go up there to just, you know, kick it and vibe. So, you know, like I was like, yo, why not shoot a video here? And I wanted the next thing that I did to be like completely different from Bruce Banner, you know? Like I didn't want it to be on that rage stuff. I wanted a complete different vibe, and that's what it was. And you know, I gave Brenna the idea of the clothing store. She was messing with it. She was like, yo, this fits the vibe, and she had also never been to Misfits, so you know, I thought it was a good idea.
First time.
Yeah. So, you know, we pulled up. Shout out Marcy for pulling up. Shout out Dante. Shout out Harry for letting us use the store, you know. And, you know, we did that, and that became, like, I think when we dropped that, I was just, like, I think I put out the EP the same day. Like,
really?
Because it was just getting so much hype on Instagram, where I was just, like, I literally just took the EP, and I just put it out. Yeah, within the next hour of me releasing the video. Yeah, I just put it out because everybody was showing love on Instagram, and I was just like, you know what? Here's, like, 5 more songs.
Damn.
Yeah, so I did that.
I'm seeing a pattern here. So, graduation, like, you passed, you graduated, and you dropped Movie Banner. Very tight schedule.
Yeah.
Here you put this out, then you put out the EP like an hour later.
An hour after I put out R.I.P. the single, I put out the rest of the EP.
What goes through your head? Like, what is the thing that makes you go from, like, dry and then just...
I feel like knowing that I have something. Like, knowing that you got, like, for example, that song I got, like, I know it'll be right when, you know, I got everything situated and, like, you know, the timing and just everything falls in line. You know what I mean? Like, I feel so fortunate that, like, when I drop something, it's like people automatically show love.
Yeah.
You know, I love that, bro. Like, you know, I repost everybody who shows me love. Like, I repost it. So it's just like, you know, seeing that I get so much love from certain things, it's like, yo, all right, bet, let's capitalize off of this and let's do this. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what it is that makes me just like, because I'll wake up the day before not knowing what I'm going to do, and I'll wake up the next morning and be like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I do plan on dropping a single for my birthday, but I don't know which one yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to know until I click upload.
Is it one I've heard?
No.
Okay. Nobody's heard it.
Probably my close friends.
Close friends.
Yeah.
Did you record it in the studio with Mari and Hef and everybody?
Nah. Oh, actually, I was thinking of one of the songs to upload. I was thinking of one of the songs I recorded. I was like, yo, should I upload that on my birthday? But I'm not too sure if it should be that one or a completely different one. Like, I just have so much, you know what I mean, that it's just like, and sometimes I'll be thinking certain songs are outdated. So it's like, yo, I gotta go make some new stuff. But, like, you know, I'm definitely gonna drop something on my birthday for sure.
Speaking of dated, I wouldn't say it's dated, but, like, for example, your song Thrax, it's got that plug and B kind of sound back from, you know, back in the day, probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
I made Thrax. So you see, I just dropped the EP like September.
Yeah.
I made Thrax when I was a sophomore in high school. That was one of those songs where I was like, where my man was like, yo, drop this, and I just never did. And he was my main, like Quan. Shout out Quan, bro. He was the one telling me from day one when he heard it. He was like, yo, drop it. And I never did. I just never did. So when I put the EP together, I swapped out another song that was supposed to be on there. And I was like, for Thrax. I was like, yo, let's just put Thrax. And Thrax ended up doing pretty good on SoundCloud too. Like, we got a couple thousand plays on there.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, like, and Quan was like, I told you so. You know what I mean?
He knew, bro. You gotta have that circle that knows.
Yeah.
They're like A&Rs almost.
For sure.
Now, going back to Misfits, I just want to talk more about the scene and, like, how important and special that is. Because Misfits kind of represents both, like, a meeting place, a third space for a specific niche of creatives that you're in. And it also is the intersection between fashion and music and also just creativity. Like, there's Misfits, but there's also the photo studio, which appears in the video, R.I.P. And there's even, you know, EVR studio in the back. It's like, you know. Yeah. What can you tell me? Can you tell me more about how it is for you?
This scene is very, like, I see so much potential in the CT scene. Like, we really, like, we really have it on lock. But we can take it further. We can take it further. Like, I know we can take it further. Like, people like TB and Marcy, NIXO, like, I feel like that's, like, my Mount Rushmore of taking this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, those three, we can, like, do it. For real. You know what I mean? And shout out everybody else. We all can do it, too. Nashaya, fire. Like, bro, fire. Like, I think, you know, I don't think the CT scene is as strong, and I feel like anybody from CT would say this, is as strong as, like, the Boston scene. Because they're really, like, you know, they got it. But we can get there. Like, I definitely believe we can get there. Like, you know, especially with the people I've named, like, 100%, like, and Tank too, like, everybody. Like, we could all, like, get it there. You know, the scene is very important, especially with the creatives on the creative end, like, the managers, like, JR, you know, like, all of them, everybody, like, Rose, like, with his editing and stuff, like, everything, like, we could all take it there. You know what I mean?
As a unit.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the shows that get thrown. Shout out TB and, you know,
shut down.
All of them shut down. Yeah, like, you know, got it on lock. Every year it's progress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every year it's always been progress, and I feel it getting bigger and bigger, like, as a scene, you know?
Yeah. Bigger and closer, like since 2023 even, it's been.
Yeah, I feel like we were a lot closer, like,
yeah.
as a group, like, than we were as, like, 23 or even 24. Like, 24, I felt us all really getting closer, but now, like, you know, start 26, like, even the group chat that we all in, like, it just feels like a big family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good. I like it. Every morning, wake up, get paid.
Every morning, wake up, get paid.
Yeah,
that's, you know, start the day off.
That's a mantra for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, you mentioned a lot of different artists, but who are some other artists, or maybe these artists that you are your favorite to work with, or that you work well with?
Me and Marcy have a song. Me and Knight have songs. Me and Marcy have songs. Me and Knight have songs. I don't think I can't remember if I've worked with Knight in the studio. I want to say I have. Or maybe it's just passing along, like, songs, like, through digitally. But I know I've been in the studio with Marcy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. TB I've been in the studio with. We definitely did a song. That song's out. We definitely got to record more, though. I'll be trying to send TB beats. Like, sometimes I'll be making shit, and I'll be like, yo, can TB even, like, is this a TB beat? Because TB, his beats are, like, now they're moving all over the place. You know what I mean? And I do want to do that more rather than keeping beats to myself and just give them out. Yeah. But
what can you tell me about your presets and your recording process, whether studio or home studio?
My presets, like, I just, you know, since I've, like, even though I don't be dropping as consistent as, like, everybody else, and I can admit that, I be working every day. So it's like, sometimes I'll go on FL and not even worry about, like, making a beat or making a song. Like, I'll be like, yo, let's try to make a different sound. And I'll go into, like, an old song and tweak the preset up, like, for hours, maybe even like an hour or two, and just come up with a whole different preset than what it originally was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, right now I have this whole new sound, a whole new preset that nobody's even heard yet because it's just unreleased songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm trying to go, like, different. You know what I mean?
What kind, like, stylistically, how would you describe this new sound, new preset?
It's like, bro, it really just, like, space, bro.
Space?
Yeah, that's the only way I could put it, bro. Like, you know, that's really the only way. I've really taken more seriousness on my ad-libs. Ever since Can't Die. Like, I've really, like, taken more seriously on my ad-libs because the ad-libs on that play so important to that song. So, like, I've really tweaked my ad-lib presets. Like, I have a preset just for my left ear and my right ear.
Really?
Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, I've just spent so much time on my presets that it's just, like, it's hard to, like, I don't want to sound like anybody else.
Yeah.
Especially my presets. Like, I don't want to sound like I just got it from, like, you know, whatever, and it's just click and drag. Like, I want to tweak it to make where it's me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's your custom. That's your, like, sword. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's your armor.
Yeah, for sure. Like, even Montana 99. Like, I've been listening to Montana 99.
Me too.
And Soldier too.
Yeah.
But Chicago music, Let Go. Like, I listen to Let Go. There was a time I was listening to Let Go every day. Like, that song Let Go is my song. Yeah, so I hit him up and I was like, yo, like, I wanted to go different with it. You know what I mean? Like, he has a lot of good story time videos. Like, if you really see, like, he knows how to put a story in a video. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was just like, let's try something different. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, got this song, we gotta work, And we followed each other for a minute, but we just never aligned and stuff. So I just sent him the song. I don't think I sent him any other songs. Like, I think I was like,
it was just this one.
Yeah, I made it. I remember I made it. I didn't show any of my friends. I made it. I heard it on my speakers, and I was like, "This is a bang! Like, this is a hit! Like, you know what I mean?" And obviously, this is before I dropped the EP or anything. Like, I was still putting stuff together. But this is, like, probably right after, like, I shot R.I.P. Like, I made it within the same time, and I sent it to him, and he was like, "Yo, this is it."
This the one.
Yeah. And he came up with different ideas for it. And you know.
What were some of the ideas that didn't make the final cut?
Bro, we was gonna do. He wanted me to be like immortal on some shit,
Okay.
and that's cool. Like I think we still played that. We did that perfect in the video. Like, especially with the ending like that. You know, I'm still alive.
Can't die.
Yeah. So, but you know, with me being in school, I have to be careful with certain things. You know what I mean? So I remember his first idea was for me to be on a noose, and that's cool if I'm not in school. You know what I mean? Because if I'm in school and, you know, it just takes one person to take it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. You know, we're treating it as, like, games and, you know, whatever, but it just takes one person to take it.
Yeah, because you're putting it out to the world.
Yeah. So, you know, it probably wouldn't have been, and a lot of, like, you know, social issues going on, it probably wouldn't have been the best time. Yeah. So, you know, we were just like, what about this? What about this? And it was a bunch of different things. And, you know, when he gave me the kidnapped idea, I was like, yo, that's hard. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a whole lot of blood or whatever. A whole lot of blood. Yeah, bro. And we were just like, yo, let's do it. Like, yeah. You know? So, and it was a different experience for me, too. Like, I never, like, even thought of doing it. Like, probably, like, it goes back to what I said. The day before, I had no idea about that. The song didn't even exist. The beat, I didn't come across it or whatever or anything. I didn't produce that beat. Yeah. Who did? 9. It starts off with a 9. It's like 9, Sion. Or whatever, 9. Bro, it's just like, I don't know, but I follow him, I tagged him, you know, I purchased the beat. Don't buy beats illegally. Do not steal beats.
Don't buy beats illegally.
Yeah, buy the beat. Like, actually buy the beat. Because I know as a prod, like, how much it takes to go into making beats. If people steal it, that's just lame, bro. Yeah. Like, buy the beat, bro. I DM'd them, you know, I bought the beat.
Speaking of beats, there's a song All in Order where you sampled Ray Strum and Black Beatles.
Yeah, that's the song that was in the studio. I might drop it. Nobody knows this yet. Nobody heard it.
Well, by the time this comes out,
it might be out. I know I'm performing it at the show for sure though, because it's just like that's just a mosh pit song.
What if everyone freezes?
If everybody freezes, then y'all lame, because y'all supposed to be moshing. Yeah, I might have to just run it back.
Black Beatles in the city.
Yeah, I don't know, but it wasn't even the sample. Like, shout out Hefner, he had us pull up to the studio. Mm-hmm. He had a bunch of different beats lined up. Jimmy wasn't there yet. He loaded up the beat, and I was just like, yo, like, let me hop on that. Yeah. There on that, I think it probably took me like maybe 20 minutes to do that song. It was quick. Yeah. You know, again, my presets and everything. So I asked the engineer, I was like, yo, could you send me the beat and send me the stem so I can just mix it at home? Because I'm so used to just mixing it at home. Like, it's not that I don't want, I'm just not used to somebody else controlling how I sound. Yeah. And that's you want to have the... Yeah, I just want to have that. Because I've had the power forever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, let me get the stems. So I went home, mixed it, and now I have the song. So I'm ready to drop that whenever. But I might just put it, since the sample issues, I might just put it on SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud, yeah, I was about to say.
That's why I might just throw it on SoundCloud, and then maybe put I might, you know what I should do? I should just put that as a bonus. And then actually put an actual song on all platforms, and then put that song on SoundCloud.
That's like on the side.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I should do.
It's like a hidden gem.
Yeah. That's what I might do. That's a good idea. That's what I might do. Yeah. That's smart.
Now, you're still very young yourself, but if you had any advice for younger creatives or up-and-coming creatives, what's one thing you'd say to them?
Don't care. Don't care about, like, what people think or anything like that. Like, I have people that listen to songs that just don't mess with it at all. And I'll show them first, and they don't like it. They're like, nah. Like, you know what I mean? And I'll be like, damn, is this garbage? And then, like, you know what I'm saying? But I mess with it. Mm-hmm. But I'll show somebody else and they mess with it. But you have to learn that if you mess with it, it's a hit. Someone will mess with it, yeah. It shouldn't even matter if somebody else messes with it. It's because you mess with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, you know, with time I've learned that, and especially with the EP, like, there's songs on there that, you know, certain people might not like, and there's songs on there that people do like. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, that's all that matters, is that there's a variety of things, but I would like everybody to know that I mess with all of those. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're on there. It's not just because somebody else liked it or, you know, so it's because
your true vision.
I like those songs. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. It shouldn't even be like, oh, it fit this vibe or this vibe. They were all different vibes. Like they're all different from each other, I think. You know. So, you know, that's pretty much it. Just don't care about what anybody thinks and just put stuff out. That's it.
Yeah. And realistically, that EP, you know, took you a while to make. If you think about it, you know, you had tracks from sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't for the EP.
It wasn't. I just switched it the last day.
Yeah.
I started probably making the EP or the idea of it, after I put Bruce Banner on. I was like, all right, let's do something.
Let's do an EP.
Let's do an EP. Yeah. So I just started stacking up on songs, making beat. I remember I was making it takes a while for me to make a beat. I could be stuck on a beat because I be overthinking a lot. So I'll be like, damn, should it be this pitch? Should it be this? Should it be this 808 or this? I try to make every beat that I do differently. It was just different. I try to make everything differently. I remember watching different movies and different stuff to just try to give me different inspiration for it. And I'm glad, everything on there was different. Even from the first song, Blue Paper Attic, I had never made a song like that before, ever. I wasn't singing, but it sounded like it was just a vibe. You know what I mean? I had never done anything like that before, and I was like, yo, this is definitely the first song. I want people to hear that first. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
What kind of movies did you watch to get inspiration?
Bro, I was watching sad movies. I was watching I remember I was watching
What happened in the movie?
Bro, it was just sad. His whole family died and stuff. He wasn't even trying to get revenge. He was trying to cope with it. You know what I mean? It was deep. It was on some deep stuff.
Oh, Batman.
No, not Batman. I just watched Batman 2.
Really?
I just watched Batman 2. Yeah, a couple days ago. I forgot it was an older movie.
Yeah.
I was watching a lot of Marvel movies. I love Marvel movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you excited for Doomsday?
Yes, bro. Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes, bro. Doomsday is gonna be peak. I was watching. What else, bro? I don't really love movies like that, but I remember watching Notebook, even though I watched it already. But I was watching that. Is that what it's called?
The love story one.
The love story where he built the house.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
I think so. The Notebook. I haven't seen it myself, but I always hear about it. It's a sad love story.
Yeah.
I've seen La La Land. Have you seen La La Land? That was pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's sad. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it. You should watch it. It's good though. Seems like you'll like it.
Yeah, I was watching a bunch of different stuff. Even video games, Last of Us. I never really played it. Now I played both games with my sister. Just different stuff. Just doing different things, getting different inspiration from different things helps you create more. I
mean, that's what artists do is they take inspiration. That's what humans do is they take inspiration and they curate themselves based on that. What would you say is your biggest inspiration, either artistically or personally?
Well, I feel everybody now it's comfortable to say it. I remember growing up, people wouldn't really show him love, but definitely Cardi. I grew up on Cardi. You know what I mean? It's hard to believe, but yes, I was in 4th grade listening to Cardi. Dead serious. No, 5th grade. Dead serious. I was in 5th grade listening to Cardi. You know what I mean? I grew up. I'm dead serious. I swear on everything.
I believe you. It's just funny.
Bro, I was there Christmas when a whole lot of Red dropped. You know what I mean? Bro, if you was there, the rollout for a whole lot of Red was it felt long. It felt so long, and it was so hyped up. Yeah, everything was so hyped up for that rollout. But I grew up on Cardi, listening to leaks and everything. You know what I mean? I remember making beats early on. Everything was just a Pierre beat or a Cardi beat. And I remember even going into the whole lot of Red stuff and was I wonder how it's gonna sound. Is it gonna sound like Die Lit or what? But
we were quite surprised.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. But that's probably one of my favorite albums ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
Better than iMusic?
Yes. I feel iMusic is more on a mainstream
You thought it was mainstream?
It was his most mainstream stuff. Alright. Wait. I think iMusic was more on a commercialized level. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Die Lit when it came out wasn't you know what I mean? It was more
just Cardi.
thug and more thug inspired and Cardi and a different lane. You know what I mean? But I Am Music is more on like commercial. Like you could play maybe not everything. The like Opium Baby, that's still like different. You know what I mean? But like you could play Backdoor. And like, yeah, you could play like that's more mainstream. You understand what I'm saying? With like Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that. Like it's different. But like all the other stuff was really like it felt like there was something to prove. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think that also shows where he is in his career, you know, especially the people he's like labels will want you to sell commercialized music because that's what makes money. You know
that's what makes money. It's what most people listen to. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Other people I look up to is my peers. Like I look up to Knight. I look up to TB. I look up to I don't feel like people have to be up for you to look up to them in a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it could really be your peers. Like
you can
Marcy's,
learn from everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Marcy's work ethic is crazy, dude. You know what I mean? Like it feels like he always has a new song, just dishing them out. Yeah. Like everybody, bro, for real. Like I listen to 101, Recover Jet, another one too. Like bro, I probably listen to Jet like almost every day.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Jet's one of the ones too.
And with Marzi, you not only does he make music and edit, but he also shot a video with you.
we did everything. Yeah, I did. It was a quick song. Like I forgot when I made the beat for that song. Oh no, I made that in school. I made that in. I made that. Yes, not in class though. I was in college now. This is my first semester of college.
Oh, okay.
I made that beat after class. Like I was waiting for somebody, and I was just. I had my laptop. Yeah, so I was just cooked up in there, made the beat, went home, recorded on it, and then I forgot the process for it. I think Marcy was like, "Yo, let's shoot," because I had a camera. He was like, "Yo, let's shoot on that camera." I was like, "Bet," But I didn't know for what song. Like I needed something that fit the vibe of that camera, like the night vision and stuff. So I was like, "Yo," I made that. I was like, "Yo, how about this?" And that became it, bro. And then I remember we had a show in New York, like maybe like the week after, or something like that. And then we shot it. We went out to the woods, and we shot it, and it was just, I trusted him, and it came out to be a banger. I just put it on Instagram because it's so short. You know what I mean? So I just put it on Instagram.
It's just like something you made.
Yeah, like here, like That's what it was, bro. That song is fire. That's one of my favorite songs I think I ever recorded.
Really?
Yeah, not number one though.
What's number one?
It bounces around, but all right, that I released. I don't know, bro. Me and my friends talk about this all the time, but everything's not number one. But it's an easy top 5 for me. But like, it depends on how I'm feeling. Like I think Blue Paper Addict is up there. And everyone might not agree, but just the way that everything is, you know what I mean, from beginning to the end, like Blue Paper Addict, that's a song that like has a place in my heart. Bruce Banner, because what it did, it just goes around, but everything is definitely a top 5 for me, for sure.
Is there any that you're particularly proud of? Maybe not your favorite, but just one that you're proud of what you did, how you worked on
it? Bruce Banner, because it proved that, it proved me wrong. Like, I remember before Bruce Banner, I was, like, very nervous to just drop and whatever and, like, worried about what people had to say. And then, like, I remember it was, like, after school finishes, I'm going to focus on this. Like, summertime, I don't have anything to do but focus on this. And then, doing what it did, it showed me, like, yo, it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
It opened the opportunity for yourself.
Yeah, just seeing what it did, it was just like, yo, like, that okay, like you could do something. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem so far. Like, even though it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of work for anybody to blow up.
Yeah.
And to make it to the next level. That song showed me it's possible.
Yeah. It made it a possibility for you instead of someone else can do it.
I can do it. Yeah, I could do it. That's what that song did. So, Bruce Banner will always have a place in my heart, but on a song, Blue Paper Addict always has me.
Always, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's the number one, but maybe
it feels like that, yeah. But if we're adding unreleased, we could be here all day. Like that big red button that I have.
Yeah, bro. Ready to press it.
Yeah, bro. That song is easily a top 5 song for me.
I can't wait, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about your name?
I used to go by something else before. Like in middle school, it sounds so stupid. Like, but in middle school, like my homies and friends used to call me like 8 Ball.
8 ball?
Literally, like the 8 ball. Like literally,
Why?
like it was just like middle school was a time, man. You know, and you know I just got that nickname, and it just stuck. And then like I remember, I changed my name on Instagram to just It's Just 8. And then when I realized I was gonna take music more seriously, I was like, let's drop it. Like I'm gonna drop it. I watched Snowfall, the greatest show of all time.
Oh,
and,
Franklin.
And I just kept that last part, but then the X just represented like everything, like all the hate and stuff that I had to deal with, like just getting crossed out and stuff, like all the negativity that focusing on this had to deal with for me. You know what I mean? So I just, you know, a lot of people when they blow up, you know, like they'll have the $sign in it or whatever, and then when they blow up, they'll take
out the, like Travis Scott.
Yeah, I'll never take the X out because that represents me for real. Like that X, like actually means something for me. Like on the come up, you know what I mean? Like, and then even with my producer tag, like I left the 8 ball part in there because my producer tag is like it says the 8 ball part, but I will never take it out because when I was making beats, that's what I was. Like, you know what I mean?
You don't want to erase your own history. You know what I mean?
So I'll always keep. Well, maybe not always, but for now I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's nothing really too deep. It's just my favorite show, and the X represents just the come up and all the negativity and stuff. Just never forget that.
Why is it an X?
Cause it just represents like, you know, just getting crossed out and just people just not messing with you and you know just hate and stuff like that. But
Being X'd out.
Yeah. But you know, I learned to embrace that. It's cool now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like it's as simple as that for the name. And then I just changed the Instagram handle to just what it was, Hey Sam. Just left it. It just stuck. But yeah.
What's something that you feel like people should know about you? The first thing people should know about you?
I'm funny. I'm really funny. And that I observe everything. You know, like I really do like peep everything. Like if you don't think I'm peeping it, I'm really peeping it for real. And you know, my friends will tell you that. Like I think even my dad will tell you that, my mom will tell you that. Like I really do peep like everything. Like I see sometimes I feel like I even be predicting the future on some shit.
Really?
Like, yes, not even on no superhero shit, like actually.
What's an example of something that
I predicted, what's something I predicted? Like on a like, it depends like on what though. Like I predicted just random things in my life. Like, bro, I predicted like, I don't know, like just certain actions, like people's actions is what I meant to say. Like, you know, like I predict someone would do this or do this. Like just seeing
it's like
that.
a strong intuition.
Yeah, just seeing that.
Okay.
And sometimes it could be bad as like overthinking, but other times it really do help. Like I really just, you know, see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, it's almost like a overly cautious in a way. Like
that's what it is. Yeah, overly cautious. Sometimes it could hurt your relationships, or sometimes it really just can help you. And I never like ever like let that get past me. But you know, I never show it though. I always show like, you know, dap ups and love and everything. Like I don't ever. It's not always a negative thing.
Yeah,
you know?
It's just like how your mind works sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of cautious, on your song Big Racks, there's a cover art with a horse. It says, "Caution, horses may bite."
I got that off the internet. I just screenshot it because, bro, my cover arts, if you notice, they're all just simple. Like, they're simple. I try to do more with my cover arts now, but they're really just simple. Like, I was just like, yo, what is a song that will fit this vibe? I mean, a cover art that will fit the vibe of this song. And I was just like, I went on the internet.
What did you search?
I went on the internet. I don't know what I searched. But, oh, no, I was on TikTok. Okay. And I seen that image, and I was like, bro, what the hell is that? I was like, what is that, bro? So I just screenshotted it and put it as the cover art. Bro, someone asked me, bro, were you there? Did you take that photo? I was like, bro, chill, bro.
Should say yeah.
Bro, I said chill. I just let him wonder. But yeah, bro, you know, my cover arts is just, it's just simple, bro. You know, Like Bruce Banner was just green.
It's green, yeah.
Everything is just simple. I try to keep simple.
Yeah.
You know, easy to remember.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that you'd like to talk about? Well, we've talked about your music videos, which are a very, significant part of your art. We've talked about your producing, your presets. We've talked about your home studio. Let's talk about fashion. What compelled you to buy a full essentials fit?
This is for my mom's.
Oh, really?
My mom's gave this to me, for Christmas. She was just like, here. She gave me a gray one, too. My fashion, I gotta work on my fashions. I don't really care about fashion sometimes. Like, I really just be wearing black tees.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can never go wrong with a black tee. Like, for Bruce Banner, that's what I did. I just put on a black tee. For RP, I just put on, like, that whole fit I got from Misfits. The whole
really?
thing. Yeah, like, before shows and stuff, like, I remember at Glory Day, there was a Glory Day show. JR threw it. Shout out JR. And we all, like, pretty much went and cop fits at Misfits before. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, Misfits is a very big, like, staple. I really go there to shop there often. I haven't been there in, like, probably, like, a couple months, but whenever I'm like, yo, let me go get something different, like, I'll go there.
You go there first.
Yeah, first. Yeah. Because they always got something that not a lot of people have, or at least around here. It's completely different. But, yeah, pretty much, I just love black tees.
Yeah.
I gotta start wearing more white tees, but, like, in the summer, you'll catch me with a black tee easy.
Really?
Yes, I love black.
Black tees, yeah.
I love black in general. Black, so calm. Yeah, like, it's just calm. Like, it's never too much, I gotta start adding more colors to my closet, though. But, yeah, that's hard.
It's from Iowana.
Where?
It's a brand called Iowana on Instagram. Yeah.
Let me see. I gotta see what they got.
It's cool.
But, yeah.
What was I gonna say? You mentioned Glory Day. What can you tell me about FGG and just that specific part of the CTC?
Bro, they're like a very big, like, they're very, like, a strong, I don't want to say movement, but they're like a strong collective, like, Marcy, JR, Cozy, those are the people. I think Cozy creative directs, if I'm not sure, or for Marcy or something like that. I'm not too sure, but, like, they all got it on lock. Like, especially with TB getting managed by JR. Like, bro, they're gonna TB. I really do think TB and Marcy, like, and Knight, I think can go to that next level. Like, I genuinely believe that. You know what I mean? If they just keep their foot on the gas. You know what I mean?
People say that about you too.
Yeah. I'm not the type to be like, yo, I could go to the next level. Like, I'll just wait for it to happen if it happens. You know what I mean? But me, from the outside looking in on other people, and the Shia too, like, I think they could go, like, because they're all different from each other. They don't sound the same. TB, they all sound different. I don't think I sound like them either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, that whole, I don't know if it's their FGG. Like, FGG is, like, them, but, like, TB being managed by J. I don't think that's, like, FGG. I don't think that would make, I don't know.
FGG adjacent, if anything.
Yeah, for sure. It's just a movement. You know what I mean? For greater glory, it's just a movement, man. And shout out JR for getting me on that show. Like, I think that's one of my, like, that's one of my biggest moments for sure. Like, I still talk to my friends about that. Like, especially with Dev Stacks getting on there and, being on that lineup, like, meant everything. You know what I mean? Like, I really was bumping Dev Stacks in class. You know what I mean? Like, for that, I was like, yo, like,
that's
not a Star Trek moment. Yeah, but
yeah.
it was really like a, it was a moment for.
What's your dream collab or performance that you want to do?
Collab? I don't really have dream collabs, but I have, like, like, one day, I just know we can make a crazy song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel that with, like, like 101, Montana, even, like, TB. Me and TB on a Dolo track, on, like, some hype stuff, could do, like, crazy stuff. I think me and Jet could do, a crazy song. Because I bump Jet all the time. I think, but on a bigger, like, scale, I think even me and Dev could do, like, a crazy, you know what I'm saying? Me and Dev collab on making a beat or something, and then both hop on it.
And
like,
hop on it,
yeah, but that would be crazy, dude. That would be crazy.
Are you in touch with Montana?
No.
Dude, he's probably gonna see this.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, it's just different. Like, we're all in different lanes. Bro, you know what I think of this as? Like, I think of all, like, both scenes, like, the whole New England, as like a big like a big family.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, you got distant cousins and you got distant.
Yeah, so
like
Boston's like your distant cousin.
not even that. I'm saying everybody. It could be people that are in my area that like I don't even see or talk to, but we notice each other. You know what I mean? Not saying that people notice me, but I'm saying like, you know,
you're aware of what's happening.
Yeah, I'm always aware, and you know, we all, even it's just mutual. It's like, oh, I know this person.
Yeah.
Someone else will know, but I wouldn't know that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Like, we're just one big family. It's just a movement. Everybody's just trying to come up and, you know, make a name for themselves and make a name for all of us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just I feel like Connecticut is very overlooked when it comes to, you know, blowing up and you know, having big people to staple it by. Boston, I believe, has that for sure. Has it more than we do, but I feel like even sometimes they're even overlooked. And that's what makes both of us, like Connecticut and Boston, work harder to push.
To go up.
Yeah, for sure. Like, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, for sure.
It's interesting, earlier you said, like, you know, I could see everybody, you know, growing up, like Marzi, TV, but you wouldn't say that about yourself. You just want to wait for it to happen.
It's not even on some, like, yo, I could see it happening. Like, I have people that have told me that, like, yo, you could, like, go up. You could swear, like, da-da-da. But I don't ever look at it as, like, yo, I'm going to da-da-da-da. Like, you know, I have plans, and I know that, like, I've made beats and stuff. Like, I've technically been involved with music since I was, like
12.
Yeah, bro, like 12. You know what I mean? Like, I've technically, even though, like, people have just now, like, started seeing me drop and stuff, like, I've been at it for, like, you know.
It's been a long journey.
Yeah, like, you know, I know I could see myself here until I'm, like, 29. But then once I hit 30, I gotta start. Yeah, I'm aged out.
Get to the dentist office.
Yeah, get to the dentist office, man. Like, you know, but until then, like, I'm gonna still be, like, active and you know, doing this, doing shows and doing, you know, pushing it out there. And if anything happens, shit, it happens and we go up. But if not, hell of a ride, though. It's hella fun. You know what I mean? I'm just doing what I love. Yeah, for sure. That's just life. You know what I mean?
What is your plan to scale, you know, listeners and followers for 2026 or followings?
Bro, I feel like, all right, it's just the start of the year. It's just starting the year. So we have a whole lot of year left. And a year ago today, I was in class not knowing, like, any of the songs I dropped prior didn't even exist yet. So, you know, every year really could be the year. Every song could be the song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You never know that. So with that, I'd hope, you know, I'd definitely probably break like a K on Instagram. Monthly listeners, I gotta start putting more, like, taking more care on my Spotify. Like, I don't really care for Spotify. Like,
just
put it on there. Yeah, I really just be like blowing on SoundCloud, like pushing on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Not blowing, pushing on SoundCloud.
Blowing.
Yeah, blowing's crazy, but I be pushing on SoundCloud. But I gotta start taking more care of my Spotify, cause no one knows, like, to go there. You know what I mean? Like, my Spotify would be like low, but my SoundCloud and, like, Apple Music and stuff would be like.
All right, so we talked about, you know, your live shows. We talked about your process. We talked about fashion, your youth, your music videos. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about you as an artist, you as a person, your goals, like a last thing before we wrap it up?
I'm always working on new stuff. I'm on FL every day. I try to be on FL every day. I got big things planned for the year. You know, and we just gonna keep this shit going. It's that simple. You know what I mean? 2026, man.
Yes, sir. All right,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you so much for having me, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.